Babur, the full name of Babur is Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur, ascended the throne of Fargana in AD in 1494. Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur ascended the throne of Fargana in 1494. When his father died accidentally, Fargana was a small principality in Central Asia. He succeeded his father at the age of 12. In order to expand his empire, he invaded the India 5 times. In the fifth expedition, he defeated Ibrahim Lodi in 1526. But defeated Ibrahim Lodi in 1526. But the decisive battle was fought between the Babur and Rana Sanga on 16 March 1527 at the village of Kanwad near Agra. Rana Sanga was the king of the Mewar. He was the greatest Rajput king of the period. In this battle, Rana Sanga was defeated. After his after this, the Babur became the master of North India. In 1526, he defeated the Rajput at Chanderi. In this way, he established his control over the Punjab, Delhi, and Gangetic plains as far as Bihar. He died in 18 AD in 1530. Babur was not only the brilliant military general but also a poet and a writer with an excellent stylish of Turkish. He wrote his autobiography Tajuk Babri or Babarnama in his mother's tongue, Turkish language. So we have also discussed about the expeditions of the peoples who belongs to the Mughal Empire. We have discussed in the next few chapters. Now we have moved to the next page. The page number is basically the 1438. We already discussed about the Babur. Now we have discussed about the Humayun. Who is Humayun? Now we have discussed Humayun. Yes, Babur's eldest son Humayun became the king after his death, and according to the will of his father, he gave each of his brothers a province. Humayun succeeded in the conquering the province of Gujarat and Malwa, but he was defeated by the Shershah Suri at the Chausa in 1839. Kannauj in 1540. After these defeats, the Mughal Empire in India temporarily ended. Humayun had to spend nearly the 15 years in exiles of the Persia in Iran. But in Iran, Humayun received help of the Safavid Shah. He recaptured Delhi in 1515, but he died in accident in the following year. I am just introduced some of the Jagirs, his or province. He gave each of his brothers to province. उन्होंने जो हुमायूं जो थे, जब वो 1530 में गद्दी पे बैठे तो उन्होंने सबसे पहले जो है किसको हराया? सबसे पहले उन्होंने चौसा में अपनी लड़ाई को शेरशाह सूरी को हराया 1539 में, और कन्नौज में 1540 में उन्हें ही हराया. लेकिन इसके बाद क्या हुआ? 1540 में जो हुमायूं थे उनके हार हो गई, उन्हें शेरशाह सूरी ने हरा दिया, और 15 साल लगभग उन्हें ईरान के बादशाह के यहाँ सफ़विद बादशाह जो थे उनके यहाँ रहना पड़ा. किनके यहाँ रहना पड़ा? सफ़विद बादशाह हुमायूं के यहाँ उन्हें रहना पड़ा. अब बात आती है जो सरकार जो दी गई थी वो किसे दी गई थी. हाँ, ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट है. जो प्रोविंस पार्ट है तो हुमायूं ने संभल भी उस वक्त एक सरकार हुआ करता था जिसका नाम रोहिलखंड के नाम से जाना जाता था. और जो आपके संभल सिटी है जिस जगह हम लोग रहते हैं, यह हमारा शहर है, यहाँ पर इस सरकार को पूरे वेस्टर्न यूपी को जो है मुग़ल एम्पायर को दे दिया. मुग़ल एम्पायर ने के जो राजा थे यानी कि हुमायूं ने अपने भाई अस्करी को दे दिया था, और अस्करी ने ही इस इलाके पे बहुत सालों तक अपना राज किया. यानी कि संभल और जो रोहिलखंड का जो इतिहास है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा पुराना इसी वजह से माना जाता है. हरियाणा, उत्तर प्रदेश का वेस्टर्न इलाका, पंजाब, राजस्थान और मुल्तान, ये सब इलाके वो इलाके हैं जहाँ की अगर आप इतिहास को सर्च करना चाहें तो आप जितना नीचे जाएंगे, जितना डीपली जाएंगे, आपको उतनी ही ज़्यादा मिस्टीरियस चीज़ें आपको सुनने को मिलेंगी. Now we have discussed the next thing is the one of the greatest, the Akbar the Great. After the death of the Humayun, his son Akbar ascended the throne at the age of 13. Akbar, it's mean he divided, and we also divided in the three periods. into the three periods, the 1556 to 1570 and 1579 to 1580, as well as the last period is 1585 to 1605. Akbar was 13 years old when he became emperor. His reign can be divided into three periods. Akbar, now the 1556 to 1570. Akbar became the independent of the regent of the Behram Khan and other members of his domestic staff. Military campaigns were launched against the Suris and the other Afghans, against the neighboring kingdom of the Malwa and Gondwa. And he is appraised the revolt of his half-brother Mirza Hakim and the Uzbeks. In 1568, the Sisodia capital of the Chittor was seized, and in the 1569, the Ranthambore is also seized by the Akbar. Now the second part is that 1570 to 1585 military campaign in Gujarat were followed the campaign in the east of Bihar, Bengal and the Orissa. These campaigns were complicated by the Now we have discussed the third phase of the Great Akbar 1579 to 1580 revolt in the support of the Mirza Hakim, and 1585 to 1605 expansions of Akbar's empire. Campaigns in the northwest of Kandahar was seized from the Safavids. Kashmir was annexed, as was also the Kabul also. After that of the Mirza Hakim, campaigns in this Deccan started, and Barar Khandesh and the parts of the Ahmednagar were annexed. So basically after the death of Humayun, his son Akbar ascended the throne of the age of 13. Behram Khan was appointed the regent of the young king. During this time, his position in India was not strong. In 1556, the second battle of Panipat was fought between the Afghan ruler Hemu Vikramaditya and the Behram Khan. Hemu was defeated. He brought the Delhi and Agra back to the Akbar. Agra became the capital of the Mughal Empire in AD 5030. Akbar 1560. Akbar took over the reign from the Behram Khan. For the rest of 14 years of his reign, Akbar adopted a policy. And which policies Akbar did adopt the policy of the conquest and consolidation of the empire. To strengthen his position, Akbar adopted a policy of the matrimonial alliance with the Rajput. He conquered the various states like Jaunpur, Gwalior, Ajmer, Malwa, Kashmir, Sindh, Odisha, Bengal. In the age at the 1605, Akbar is remembered for his secular image. His empire was based on the principle of religious tolerance, universal brotherhood, and the political unity. According to the Hague, Akbar was unquestionably the greatest of all rulers of India of the Islamic period. So I just also share a picture with you in the next video. So the regions of the military campaign Akbar and Aurangzeb's. Okay, so stay with us. We have moved to the great emperor of Jahangir, Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb, and the Bahadur Shah Zafar II. Stay tuned with us. We will back shortly.